Good morning, Hamilton County Elementary. This morning, we are going to make a work of art inspired by Cubism, which was a style of artwork created by Pablo Picasso and George Braque over 100 years ago in the early 1900s. Basically, what they were doing was breaking down things that they saw into very basic geometric shapes and looking at their objects from multiple angles. So a lot of their images look broken or fragmented and then kind of pieced back together. They would show parts of the objects from a profile, meaning from a side view, and they would put it together with other parts of that same object that were from a front or a straight-on view. So for our project today, we are going to create a work of art that blends together multiple views of an object into one picture to try to make a Cubist style piece of art. For this project, we will be using some of the organizational principles of design to arrange the elements of art that we've talked about in this class before. If that seems unfamiliar to you, or if you need to reflect on that for a minute, go back to our remote art webpage and take a look at the elements of art and principles of design before getting into this, just to kind of give you a better footing as to what we're going to be working with. Those are things like line, shape, color, value, and space. Two things we're going to talk about before we get into it are the words abstract and cubism, which is a style of abstraction. Abstract basically means that what you're looking at is based off of something real, but it doesn't attempt to make it look realistic. We achieve the effect of making a recognizable image simply by using line, shape, color, form, and textures. For more examples, go back and look at the slideshow we just went through. Cubism, which is a style of painting and sculpture that breaks down objects into geometric shapes, which is pretty much any shape that you can recognize: circle, triangle, square, parallelogram, any of those that we use in our math courses. Or it can show multiple views of a object. First, you're going to create a sketch, a quick, simple drawing of a person or an object. Instead of drawing the shapes that you actually see, you're going to break down all the different components into very, very simple shapes or angles. Try to break it down into the simplest forms that you can find. Once you've done that, you're going to outline the shapes and color in all the different spaces. You can add value or shading. While you're doing this, I want you to think about a couple questions. So just keep drawing, but think about these things as you're creating. How does art inspire us to see something in new ways? How did Picasso use different ways of thinking to create his artwork? Can you think of creative ways to make art using geometry? Once you've got your picture colored in, see if you can find a Sharpie or a black crayon to outline all your different shapes. This helps us clean up the picture and just make it look nice and completed. When you've completed your piece of artwork, share your image with Mr. Joel, take a picture and email it to me. And then think about what parts of your picture were the most successful. What do you think really captured the essence of the object that you drew? And why did that work that way? Send me your images and we'll put them up online. And we can have a little class critique if you guys want to. But I'm excited to see them, and I'll see you guys soon.